What's going on, guys? Sean, back here with Logan.
So
again. Actually doing another video back-to-back nights. It's a record for me. There's no months or weeks in between them.
yeah,
It's kind of surprising, but
I reminded him, by the way. Thank you.
yes, that's another reason why he's here. I'm old. I'm 23, but I'm old. So what we're gonna do tonight is that you probably can't see it. There you go. The American. I'll do it like this. The American Pie series. Just picked up the newest one, so it kind of made me want to review the other ones. Love this series, all of them. I think. Well, I'll get into my reviews as I go, but generally, yes, it's probably one of the funniest series I've ever seen. Constantly funny. Some series kind of start off good
Movie
and then kind of
series.
They know what I'm talking about. If it was a TV series, I would say television series.
Shut up. Go.
But, shit, I lost my place. Okay, yeah, I know where we're going. So, let's start off. What do you think of the franchise as a whole, anyways? We're going to do it again at the end, but
I think
a basic overview.
Hysterical. I think the least funny one has to be probably the least funny one is probably American Wedding.
Yeah.
And that's only because they left out one of their main characters, Oz, or I don't really remember his full name.
Ozstriker.
Ozstriker.
But they always call him Oz.
Yeah, they call him Oz, but
yeah, kind of. Right.
It's just, it doesn't. Don't get me wrong, it was hysterical, but it was the least funnier out of the series. I laughed hysterically, especially with Stifler and the grandma.
That's just. But I think best place to start with anything is obviously the beginning, right here, American Pie. Oh, there we go. It's all it's glorious. Which I'll point out something about the cover later on when we get to the end, but came out in 1999, and it's probably one of the funniest movies I think I've ever seen. Not the funniest. That belongs to a Kevin Smith film, which I'll get to when we do our Kevin Smith reviews. But it's definitely got to be the funniest one. It has some of the most memorable scenes, I think, in Hollywood history. I think we can all know about the pie and Jim and
Nadia in the video.
Yeah, Nadia in the video. Yeah, well, don't do that. I'm sitting next to you. But then, the whole flute story, one time at band camp. I think we all used that line at one time or other for something. But so many great things about this movie. It's easily, for me, a 9 out of 10.
Oh, I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. I love the movie. First time I saw it, I was in love with it. And anyone who says different is retarded.
I think he's giving it that extra point because he thinks Shannon Elizabeth is hot.
Oh, hell yeah. Jim is a retard for pre-ejaculation twice.
Which, for those of you who've seen the newest one, you know what he's talking about.
Yeah, he bugs me.
Why?
Oh, God. I wouldn't...
And that's another thing about this. I don't hate any of the characters in any of these movies.
Yeah.
At all, really.
Yeah, even though some of them are kind of...
Well, up until the new one. The new one's got a few, but I'll talk about that when I get there. But most main ones are pretty... Yeah. Except for Kevin, the guy who plays Kevin. He also played the kid in Rookie of the Year. The channel rewatched a movie, which I think I said it wrong in the last one. I watched their American Reunion review, and they kind of brought something up again, because they're really good at that, bringing up things that I have totally forgot or didn't even notice. But the guy who plays Kevin smiles a lot in everything. If you ever watch him, he smiles in everything. Even when he's supposed to be serious, he smiles. When something's not supposed to be funny and serious, he smirks a little. I mean, it's a little bug. I mean, it's not completely bug. It doesn't take me away from the character or anything like that. But I don't know. But yeah, none of the characters really annoyed me. But yeah. I don't know why.
The only person he didn't really annoy me. It just bugged me that instead of tapping Shannon Elizabeth's ass, he stroked for her.
She asked him to.
I don't give a fuck. I would not strip for that woman.
You wouldn't?
I'd strip for her underneath the blankets. Why, I'd make her squeal.
That's a little...
Speechless, I know.
Your girlfriend's gonna watch this and be jealous.
She won't watch this.
She will.
She won't. I'm blocking her from this video.
You can't block her. It's my channel.
You're blocking her from this.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, then we get to American Pie 2. There we go. Which noticeably has Kevin missing from the poster. I just noticed that.
Does it really?
He is. Kevin's missing from the front of the poster.
Holy shit.
Instead of him, they decided to go with all the chicks on the cover, which kind of makes sense. Throw all the girls on there for, like, eye candy and stuff.
Even though she's not that...
Yeah.
Or her.
Which is funny, because they throw her on there. For those of you who don't know, that's Tara Reid's best friend in the movie, because you probably can't see because of my crappy phone camera, but she's barely in the movie. She's not even really a side character in the second one.
She comes in, like, during the party, and that's
Yeah. She's, like, in 2 scenes, and she barely does anything, so I don't know why she'd be on the cover.
She's like the hots for Finch.
I don't think they have the hots for each other. I think it's just a odd friendship deal. But this one came out, what was it, 2 years later, 2001. This one has them going to a beach house, and it's basically the same movie, but at a beach house, but it's still funny. It's not one of those movies where you're like, oh god, it's the same thing. It's still funny. I mean, it has everything from the whole thing with the super glue, and Jim's dad and the hospital. Why couldn't I think of hospital?
Oh, where he gets his like hand stuck in his dick?
Gets his hand stuck on his junk. Everything about this. Oh, we forgot to mention the first one about Stifler's mom. That's a running gag through everything. Yeah. That's kind of a little weird.
That adds on through the whole series.
Yeah, and
this one
adds on to it with the whole Stifler and Finch thing. Which is funny because I don't even really think of his mom as a MILF. She's not that good looking.
Yeah.
And she has huge tatas, but that's about it.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought she was really annoying in Friends when she made that appearance. She was the British.
Oh yeah, she did make an appearance on Friends.
I also thought she was really annoying in Click.
Yeah.
And
I have seen Legally Blonde with an ex-girlfriend, and she's annoying in that one, so...
Just every movie, I don't know, she could be like she just plays the annoying person in every movie well, because she's probably really annoying in like personal life, but I wouldn't know. And I don't really care to know, so...
Yeah, but... Anyways, back to the second one. Everything about this one, this is personally it's my second favorite one now that I've seen the new one. But, I don't know why, but I like the new one a lot more than the other ones. I don't know. Maybe it's just my old age. But this one's probably my second favorite one. I just laughed so hard at this one. More than 1 and 3 and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to say it's my favorite one, too.
Again,
I don't know why, but it just is.
Again, I'm going to give it... This is weird. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10, which is the same as the first one, but it is my favorite. Even though they're the same rankings, it's still my favorite one, but, whatever.
I would give it either a 10 or a 9.5. I don't know why that 0.5, but I'm sure there's a reason. I just haven't thought of it.
Why wouldn't you just say either a 9.5 or a 10? Going 10, 9.5, you're going backwards. You're detracting half a point.
Exactly, because I haven't really made up my mind yet.
Oh.
I'm sure there's some part in that movie. Oh! I know why I'd give it a 10, that whole lesbian scene.
Yeah. With the
dildo?
Yeah, Finch and the kissing and the wireless and the cops.
No, you are not. I am not touching that thing. Oh, God, that's hysterical. I recommend that movie to anyone except your little brothers, sisters, nephews.
Yeah, well, obviously these are adult.
Or any of that.
Adult movies.
Or any of that, I would not suggest it. I saw it when I was, what?
You were a child.
Yeah, I saw Porky's when I was like really little, and I know that's probably bad.
Which is a thing that a lot of people compare this to for whatever reason. I have read that. It's not like anything that I'm comparing to. I have read people say they compare it to a modern Porky's, and I don't see the similarities between this and Porky's besides the whole sex comedy thing, but that's been done forever. So I don't really compare that to Porky's like some people do.
Yeah.
But next we get to this one, American Wedding. The third one obviously deals with Jim and Michelle's wedding. This one came out in 2003, so they did pretty good spacing out 2 years between movies, give each one its just due. This is probably the weakest one in the series, the weakest one in the franchise. Is it funny? Yes. Does it have funny parts? Yes. But did it make me laugh out loud like the other ones? No. I didn't cry laughing. I laughed and stuff, and there was a few moments that made you go, really hard laughing, like with Jim and the shaving and stuff like that. And so, and then
the Stifler
and the that made me laugh a little bit. Stifler and the dog crap made me laugh a little bit hard. So yeah, Stifler and the dog crap made me laugh. It was disgusting, but it made me laugh a little bit harder.
Or like in the very beginning where like Stifler or Jim's like trying to get the dog off and like the dog making...
That was with Eugene. Hysterical. This one you see a little bit more of Jim's dad, in which I'm happy for because Eugene Levy's hysterical. And Jim's dad is just one of the funniest parts, I think, in the whole series.
I love how in all the other American Pies, like the branch-offs, like Band Camp, Beta House, which is my favorite. I own it. What else? Naked Mile. He always somehow makes an appearance in it. I don't know how.
He was the one that constantly do those. Bandcamp's the only one of those that... I know we're getting ahead of ourselves with the sequels, but Bandcamp's the only one of those I really, really like.
Yeah. Beta House is hysterical.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Which
is kind of funny because I just said it's my favorite one out of them all, but whatever, I lied.
Beta House?
No.
Oh, I'm talking about Beta House.
Oh. Yeah. I know, but I'm saying what I...
Okay. Well, he just plays a great... Like, he doesn't come in near till the end, but somehow he still makes an appearance.
That's the sequels anyways. But, yeah, this one... I don't know, something about it just... It's like they try to make it a little bit more serious than the other two American Pies. Like, okay, we made our teen comedy sex romps. This one's going to be about the wedding, so there's going to be jokes and stuff like that, but it's going to be a little bit hard. Like, if you look at the rating... Now, all 4 movies are rated R. This one is probably the softest R out of all of them. If you look at the rating, especially if you read the rating and everything and just watch the movie, it's probably the softest R.
The only reason why I probably got an R was because of Stifler's language.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff with Stifler probably is what got it, that R. But other than that, I know I rated the other ones really high, and this one kind of did disappoint a little bit. It was semi-enjoyable. A lot of the Stifler stuff kind of saved it for me, so I'll give it a 5.
I'm gonna give it... I don't know, maybe a 6. Only because there's only a few parts that I was like, but otherwise I thought it was pretty funny, and I wish
a lot of guys were underutilized in this. Oh, sorry. Finish what you were saying.
And also they took out Oz. I don't know why. Like they just took him out. They never explained it. I don't think they.
Yeah, they never did explain why Oz wasn't there.
It just like. He's not there.
He's not there. Like, okay. And then Kevin and Finch really, till like the very end of the movie, Finch was there, but he really didn't have anything big towards the end of the movie. And then Kevin really wasn't barely there. I mean, he was there, but he added nothing to the story. So
except for the whole Stifler and him feud.
That's Finch.
Oh, isn't that who
I'm talking about Kevin.
Oh,
I said yeah. Finch is there, just more of his stuff comes towards the end. Kevin is just kind of like lost in the shuffle in this whole movie.
Yeah, actually, you're right. I don't really know what Kevin's part is. I mean, besides like trying to get back with Tara Reid, I think.
No, she's not even in that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Why the hell is he in it?
Exactly.
I don't know, but mainly the
parents were pretty funny in that one too.
Yeah. No, Kevin. Oh, okay, I remember what Kevin was. He was just at the bachelor party. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that was his one big scene. And then the rest of the movie, he's just kind of background.
Yeah.
But 5 out of 10 for me. And then finally we come to this. American Reunion came out earlier this year. Picked it up, the unrated one. Funniest movie I think I've seen this year, next to 21 Jump Street.
Oh yeah.
Not funnier than 21 Jump Street. I still think, to me personally, 21 Jump Street's funniest movie I've seen all year, but it's definitely the second funniest movie I've seen. Top 5 movies I've seen this year.
Have you ever seen Ted? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but
Ted,
this is above Ted for me.
Oh my god, you're high.
Whatever. We'll review Ted when it comes out, but this one brought the series back to being what it was. It was still mature, but it brought back some of those
old the old high school, college years of them. Like,
like the humor.
And
the humor from the first 2. So, and everything of every actor in this was really good. Like, they brought Oz back. I thought Chris Klein did an amazing job.
God.
He did a really good job. He's a very underrated actor.
And his girlfriend, the model,
Yeah.
she's hot.
But the worst actress.
Worst actress. And her character literally has no purpose. I understand that like, she's Oz's girlfriend, and she's trying
the whole thing with Heather and stuff like that, like, she's supposed to play foil, and there's another one. A lot of the side actors in this was probably the worst one for side actors. Like, Heather's boyfriend, he's a typical dick, your typical dick guy. So, but then Chris Klein's girlfriend in the movie, she's a horrible actress. Even the girl the whole one with Finch. The one that they knew in high school, the band girl. I can't think of her name in the movie.
Oh,
but she becomes a hot chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, even she wasn't the greatest actress. She was better than Chris Klein's girlfriend. Yeah. But yeah, anyways, Chris Klein, he's a very underrated actor, in my opinion. I like pretty much everything he's done. Rollerball, I like that movie. A lot of people don't hate it. Ugh. But I personally like it. I think he's a really good actress. Everybody in this movie did really good, except for, like I said, Kevin, who smiles at everything.
I love it when Stifler's like, "Oh, who's that guy? You got a little pussy?"
Yeah, he's got the beard now.
Or what was the one part?
There's also, like, they show Kevin's wife a lot in it, and I know she's supposed to be there because Tara Reid's back in this one, so there's supposed to be a whole thing with Kevin having conflicting things, but the wife's barely in it. She's in 3 scenes.
And he is whipped hard.
You know who my favorite housewife is, Kevin? You.
He is just, every point of that movie, he is whipped.
He's probably the least funniest one.
Yeah, I mean, his wife doesn't seem like he wants him to be whipped, but he is.
No, the wife wants him to. She's all for it. She's always talking about how she won't watch Gossip Girl without him.
Well, I'm just saying, like, his wife doesn't, like, seem like a total bitch about it. And she just asks...
She accepts his girliness.
Yeah, like, she asks him... For some reason, I'm having trouble saying that word. Asks him.
Asks him? Asks. This ain't a Jersey film. We are not in the VSQ universe.
Well, I don't care what he's saying. I'm going to say it the way I say it. Asks him. Shut up, God. Okay, Fuck, I don't even want to say that word now. Okay, anyway, she does, and I'm sure if he said no, she would understand, but he doesn't. So, I mean, the only reason really why he's whipped, but I know that's probably not important, but...
I think we didn't make any sense to that whole argument for Kevin, but let's just say Kevin was another useless part for him in this movie. Yes. Kevin, past the first one, Kevin really becomes a... I mean, actually, the last 2 films, Kevin's kind of a non-issue for me. I don't like his scenes in the last 2 movies, American Wedding.
I think the biggest part he had was in the second one.
Yeah. Because, well, the first one, too, him and Vicky had a pretty big part.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the second one, it was, like, mainly him. Because, not mainly him, but, like, he's the one that got them together. He's the one that got the summer house.
Yeah.
It was his brother.
Yeah. Who was played by Casey Affleck. I totally didn't realize that until somebody brought it up the other day. Casey Affleck, for those that don't know, is Ben Affleck's little brother. I totally didn't realize he was Kevin's big brother in those movies. But, yeah, this one, solid for me, easily a 9.5. The 0.5 for me, taking away from it, is because there's a few little bits of stuff that didn't need to be in there, like things I hated, like the kids that they get into a fight with at the beach and then the party at the end. Couldn't stand any of them. That whole thing was kind of useless. If they had relegated all that to just staying with Jim, I would have been fine because that would have been his little thing. But then there's too many things going on with those kids that it took away, because it's supposed to be about these guys, and I think those kids were in it way too much. And Stifler's mom, actually, I could stand her in this one. And I think that's because they paired her up with Eugene Levy, who's hysterical. And his stuff was... I was so glad they made him so much more of this one, because Eugene Levy is hysterical in all these. Very underrated... not underrated, but underutilized, I think, in the first 3. He's great in this one as Jim's dad, especially at the party. Just everything about this. And, Yeah, it's just an all-around, really, really good movie. If you want to sit around with friends and laugh, or I'd even call it, I guess I'd call it a day movie. Take your girlfriend and laugh and stuff.
I'd also give it a 9.5. And I would put it at 9, but that 0.5 is when Sean William Scott, Stifler, just when he's like, go ahead, hit me, I'll sue you for all you got to Oz or whatever, and you just see Stifler.
Oh, yeah, Heather's boyfriend.
He's just like, bah! Like, totally knocks him out, and he's like, I got shit.
No, I'm not worth shit.
Yeah, I'm not worth shit.
And he turns around and he's like, I'm your dick.
Yeah.
And Heather just kind of looks at him like, why is she saying that?
Hysterical.
Yeah, but all in all, great movie, great conclusion. They're talking about doing a fifth one. That popped up on the rumor mill not too long ago. They're talking about writing a fifth one. Where are they going to go with it? I have no... What are you going to do? Have Stifler... I assume that's what it's going to be. It's going to be something with Stifler in the fifth one. Whether it's him getting married, or having to do with Oz and Heather getting married, or somebody having a kid. That's the only place they can possibly go with it, and I think that would be overkill. Would I go watch it? Yeah, 'cause it's an American Pie film. But if they do it, and because I'm pretty sure it's going to be one of those scenarios, it's going to be... But as much as I like Chris Klein, I wouldn't care about him and Heather getting married.
But it pretty much dropped below American Wedding, probably. Depending on how they did it.
Yeah, the fifth one. And then the sequels, like I said, I've only seen Bandcamp, and I thought that was pretty funny, but the other ones just don't look appealing to me.
Beta House.
They basically turned American Pie into the new National Lampoon. For some people that don't know, which I'm pretty sure all of you know, National Lampoon had the family movies, the vacation movies with Clark Griswold, with Chevy Chase. Great movie. Well, European Vacation, and Christmas Vacation. Christmas Vacation is awesome. It's one of my top Christmas movies of all time. I'm not sure in the position of that, but like when we do our list for that, I'll say that. But and then National Lampoon kind of went off and did a bunch of sex comedies. They did one that I really like called Barely Legal, about these kids who get in trouble with this porn producer. That was pretty funny. I have Gold Diggers. I haven't watched it yet.
Did National Lampoon's do Weekend at Bernie's? I don't think so.
Weekend at Bernie's? No, Weekend at Bernie's is its own thing.
God, it was like a movie of kind of like it had Corey Feldman in it. I don't really remember.
Oh, it's over there. It's called where is it?
I know they're on a ship or something.
It's called Last Resort, right there.
Yeah, Last Resort.
Yeah, that's National Lampoon. They did start doing stupid stuff like that. Like I have that over there.
Last Resort.
And I'm sure we'll do a review on that. But because it's kind of just one of those movies. But anyways, that's kind of what they started doing with American Pie. Just kind of turned it into a bunch of sex comedies. Like the new sex comedy crave had to have American Pie in the title. But all in all, I'd give this series another. I'll give it a B+ because American Wedding brought it down a lot for me. And I know I shouldn't let one movie bring down the whole series, but I can't escape the fact that American Wedding's there. So I'm going to give it a B+, a high B+, but...
You know what I also noticed? Every single one has a pie, but American Pie too.
Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing. Thanks for bringing that. Look, if you look at the covers, I mean, obviously you probably aren't going to be able to... Oh, maybe you can. American Reunion is basically a rehash of the American Pie cover. Literally, Stifler's doing... Everybody's doing the exact same expressions. And they replace her flute from this one, from the first cover, with a baby bottle. But everybody is basically in the same position. Yeah. The only difference... I don't think there's any... The only difference is Shannon Elizabeth and Tara Reid's friend, who, at the end of the movie... I can't think of her name, but... Tara Reid's best friend from the first one aren't on the cover.
Yeah.
That's the only... Oh, no, yes, she is. Yes, she is. Okay.
No,
wow.
Shannon Elizabeth
but Shannon Elizabeth... But basically, that's it. They basically rehashed the cover.
Holy shit, they did.
It's clever. It's a great way to kind of do recognition.
Besides Kevin's turning his head.
Well, whatever. That's a nitpicky thing, but whatever. Yeah, but basically, it's the same cover. I noticed that the other day. It's kind of a clever trick, being like, hey, check it out. I think they should end it right there with that one, but, well, no, we'll see. What do you give it? I give it a B+.
I would give it an A-.
Even through American Wedding?
Even through American Wedding.
Enough Stifler saved it for you?
Yes.
Oh, and Finch's mom in the last one, she was hot.
I know.
Like Stifler, the dickhead, gets a not so great mom that they always yell MILF for. Those MILF guys, I fucking love. John Cho is fucking hysterical.
MILF.
Mr. Harold himself from Harold and Kumar.
MILF. 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 And they just go on a rant about MILF.
Yeah, but she was a true MILF. Finch's mom was hot. in the last one.
Yeah.
But anyways, tell us what you think of the American Pie series down in the comments below. What's your favorite one? What's some of your favorite moments? What do you give the American Pie series? And we'll be back. Maybe tomorrow. I think I want to do something tomorrow. I don't know. I got to work tomorrow.
We also still have to do the Scarface.
Scarface?
Not Scarface. Godfather.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We kind of...
It's another late video for us.
Godfather a while ago.
We did. We watched...
And we watched both of them. The first two.
Yeah, we haven't got to the third one because the second one was so long we were like, couldn't do it.
Yeah.
We couldn't do it. We got through the first two in one day, but we couldn't do the third one. We were like...
The second one just dragged.
On and on, but we'll get to that when we do that thing. But anyways, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.